I'm giving him a first-round pick because I think Chris Olave could be that good in Buffalo.
All right, another one we want to look at here, and this is interesting. Tariq Woolen to the Cowboys. Seattle, look, they're in contention in their division right now. He has been struggling a little bit. I'm not sure what the Cowboys are thinking across the board. I just don't even know what the Cowboys are thinking. So what would you think about this potential trade?
I hate it. I don't like to use the word hate. I don't like my kids to use the word hate.
Yeah, but
let's
you've used it
keep
twice
real
already.
Here. Yeah, I have. I won't tell you that Producer Tito made me do that. I don't want to call out Producer Tito. But the reality is this. I don't like the trade at all. I think that part we can agree on because you talked about it. Tariq Woolen is not playing well in Seattle. He's not going to magically get better by going to a worse defense that desperately needs cornerbacks who play better. They have Deron Bland. They have Trevon Diggs, who have been okay, but they've also battled injuries or are coming back from injuries. But there's so many other holes in that team. And look, the Seahawks aren't particularly deep in the secondary. They've managed to get by with their pass rush, with their front seven. And Tariq Woolen is in the last year of his deal, and Seattle very easily could choose to move on from him in the next few weeks and get a day 3 pick back. At least get something back in return. I understand that, but if you're the Cowboys and you want to give up a 5th or a 6th round pick for Tariq Woolen, I understand it on one level, but on the other hand, you're not making your defense better unless he's going to magically refine his form from his rookie season. So I don't like this at all once you dig down a little deeper. I love Tariq Woolen as a rookie, not so much the way he's played recently.
All right, you don't like that one. I have a feeling you may like this other one. If not, I'm going to question you. Trey Hendrickson to the 49ers.
Cowboys Nation. The trade winds are blowing again in Dallas, and this time, they feel different. We're halfway through October, and usually, this is the quiet before the storm. But not this year. The NFL has been more aggressive than ever when it comes to trades, and for once, the Cowboys are right in the middle of the conversation. Forget the old stereotype of Jerry Jones waiting until the deadline to make a move. This front office is already laying the groundwork, and they're looking to add firepower. Now let's be honest, this comes at a crucial moment for the Cowboys. The team has been battling inconsistency on the field, and Jerry Jones is feeling the pressure off it. The shocking Micah Parsons trade still looms large over this roster, but there's also a silver lining. The Cowboys have draft capital, and plenty of it. The Parsons deal gave them extra picks, flexibility, and most importantly, leverage. And Jerry's made it clear. If there's a deal that makes this team better, they're ready to act. According to multiple reports from ESPN and Bleacher Report, the Cowboys front office is already exploring trade possibilities, and one name has been gaining momentum: Alontae Taylor, the young cornerback from the New Orleans Saints. At just 26 years old, Taylor is everything you'd want in a defensive addition. Fast, athletic, and fearless in coverage. He's been one of the few bright spots on a struggling Saints roster, and now he's generating buzz across the league as a potential trade target. And let's face it, cornerback might be the biggest weakness on this Cowboys defense right now. Deron Bland and Trevon Diggs, two players who were once considered the future of the secondary, have struggled to find consistency this season. The coverage has been shaky, the communication has broken down, and the big plays, the very ones that used to define Dallas's defensive identity, have vanished. Add to that a lack of depth behind them, and it's no wonder Jerry Jones and Brian Schottenheimer are looking at reinforcements. Taylor fits the bill perfectly. He's young, he's versatile, and he's proven he can line up both inside and outside. His speed allows him to keep up with deep threats, and his instincts in man coverage would give this secondary the jolt it desperately needs. Imagine Taylor on one side, Diggs on the other, and Bland working inside. That's the type of formation that brings the swagger back to Dallas's defense. But this isn't just about one player. This is about mindset. This is about a Cowboys team that's tired of being called soft or average. The defense ranks near the bottom of the league in yards allowed and has failed to generate consistent pressure since Parsons left. The locker room needs energy, the fans need hope, and the front office needs to prove that this season isn't over before it even hits November. And look, this wouldn't be the first time Jerry pulled off a mid-season trade that changed the narrative. Remember 2018, when the Cowboys went all in for Amari Cooper? That single move turned a struggling offense into a playoff team overnight. Or last year's deal for Jonathan Mingo, another example of Jerry's willingness to strike when the timing is right. This year could be no different. The Cowboys are loaded with assets. They have multiple high picks, cap flexibility, and a front office that's finally willing to take some risks. Whether it's Alontae Taylor, Daniel Hunter, or even Trey Hendrickson, Dallas is in a position to make a move that changes the course of their season. And make no mistake, these rumors aren't random. According to NFL Network Albert Breer, the Cowboys have been monitoring several defensive names closely over the past 2 weeks, and multiple insiders believe Jerry's patience is running thin. This team isn't content sitting at the middle of the standings. The Cowboys want to win now, and they're not afraid to spend draft capital to do it. So what does all this mean for the fans? It means we're entering the most exciting stretch of the season. It means the Cowboys aren't backing down. They're not content with mediocrity. They're looking at every angle, every roster hole, every opportunity to upgrade. The cornerback room, the pass rush, even special teams, nothing is off the table. This is what you want to see from your team: urgency, action, and ambition. Jerry Jones said last week, if there's a trade that helps this defense, we're in position to make that trade. That wasn't a throwaway line. That was a warning to the rest of the league. Dallas is awake, and they're ready to deal. So, Cowboys Nation, here's the question for you. Should the front office pull the trigger now? Should they make the move for Alontae Taylor, bring in a young corner, and give this defense the adrenaline it's been missing? Or do you hold off, trust the roster, and save those picks for the offseason? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you want to see Jerry Jones make a bold trade before the deadline? Smash that like button if you believe Dallas still has what it takes to turn this season around. And don't forget to subscribe to Cowboys Nation Report, because when this move happens, we'll break it down first, fast, and in full. Because one thing's for sure, when Jerry Jones smells opportunity, he doesn't wait for the deadline. He makes headlines.